How's it going, YouTube? My name's Evan. If you found this video, you probably found the channel definition existence. For lack of a better way to really describe exactly what this channel is going to be about, since I was a young kid, this is like really young for me, like since I was like, I don't know, 6. Not even, before that. It's really hard to pin down, and this is going to be throughout this entire channel. Like, you're going to figure out quite a lot about, just me as a person and what I've gone through in my life and what I've tried to strive to become and to understand. My biggest goal and the goal of this channel in general is to try and help understand what it means to exist, what it means to live, what this is, like just asking the big question that everybody can't answer is the fact that, what is existence? What does it mean to exist? What is real? What is the definition of real? What does it mean to be fake or to be impossible? What is impossible? What is possible? So, Jesus, I'm going everywhere with this. This is gonna be really fun to try and explain myself to all of you sitting here watching me through a computer screen or a cell phone screen. I guess the best thing I can do is just say, Jesus Christ, I'm trying to figure out like what to say here. The biggest thing I can say is like this channel is going to be a lot of talking about conspiracies. Not just conspiracies, but just kind of like talking about quantum physics and theological physics, or theological quantum physics rather, which is a bit different than a lot of other people really have understood. A lot of the bigger things being like my personal understanding of existence and what this life is. Now, for the first video, I guess we can do a topic that everybody that I talk to about it tends to be a bit interested, and that's just basically what I believe theologically. And it's I'm gonna get so many hate comments, but this is basically how I would put it is there's a saying, I think therefore I am. Now what does that mean? Well, if you look into what, jeez, I just don't have a good place to start for this. Let me break it down into like something that'll help me describe this. So, we're gonna talk about a subject called energy transfers, and just transferring, your energy, your personal energy that you're producing at all times. Your body is constantly producing a bunch of different types of energy. You have, electrical pulses firing off in synapses in your brain at 100% of the time. Like, it's always happening. We always have something going on in our body that is causing an electrical pulse, or you get what I'm trying to say. I'm not really that great with explaining things as well as I'd like to. But aside from that, transfer of energy is, you can't create or destroy matter per se, but you can transfer energy and manipulate that energy to do what you want to do, if that makes sense. I don't know if this is going to make sense to a lot of people. This may go right over your head. This is not going to be an easy subject for me to talk about with a lot of different people, but energy transfer, basically, when you shake somebody's hand, when you reach out for a handshake, that person grabs your hand and you shake hands, what you're doing is transferring energy from your body to their body, and vice versa. Everything that you touch there is an energy transfer there. If you can learn how to understand that and how to manipulate it to what you want to do, you can take energy transfer and do something completely different. Now, with energy transfer, like, one of the bigger things is, like, you'll see a lot of chi manipulation or like chi blasts, that these chi masters will be able to push and use their own energy, a ball of their own energy basically, and then manipulate it to cast it out. Different things like that, and also bringing in Tai Chi is just a form of energy manipulation and energy transfer, through your body, and moving it and using your entire body and your own personal energy to just go through. Jeez, this is really hard for me to describe, and I'm still learning a lot about what I am and what I can do and what I even know. Like there's so much up in my head that I can't explain really well. People are gonna be like, oh great, this guy's a fucking psychopath. I mean, whatever you want to classify me as, whether it be a psycho, whether it be that weird emo kid that sits on YouTube and talks to people about science and what is life and what is love, and oh boy, it's gonna give me a bad reputation in YouTube. But continuing on, because this has been 6 minutes of me rambling about absolutely nothing. So, Jesus Christ. So, energy manipulation, energy transfers. Basically, you can transfer energy on command if you can learn how to just kind of feel out your energy. One of the bigger things that I tell people is just meditation. Meditation is really the gateway to being able to do a lot more and to understand a lot more, and to kind of open your mind to the possibilities of what is out there and what is possible, because possibility is only what we limit it to. Value is only what we set it as. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many differentials in this life. There's so much that we really take for granted and that we really don't fully understand, that we even do ourselves, like let's say you think of something and your friend brings it up immediately, almost like too much of a coincidence, you know what I'm saying? Well, maybe that friend just picked up on that preemptive notion that because, okay, when you think of something, you've already thought of it about, 5 seconds before you realize it. There's a delay on everything that we do. There's a delay between when it happens and when our brain registers that it happens. This is proven by science. You can look this up. This is fact. And if I do misquote or misstate anything, please don't attack me in the comment section if you actually know about this stuff. I'm still trying to word this out the right way. None of this is scripted. I'm sitting in front of my computer screen, rambling, alright? So, try not to be too hard on me. This is my first video I've ever posted to YouTube that was semi-serious. And this is a project that I'm trying to work on and actually make something out of, even if it's not just making money. I don't want to make money off of this. This isn't what I want to do with this channel. It's not about making money. For me, it's about passionately describing how I feel, and and the research and meditation and just the knowledge that I have, and giving that to somebody else. Because as a musician, and I am a musician, I do make music. A lot of my projects are on hiatus right now. I'm going through quite a bit. Financially, and just trying to get on my feet. I'm 21 years old, live on my own for the first time. Anybody who's been there has been there. You know what I'm talking about. Life is hard. Life sucks. What are you gonna do? So, as a musician, one of the bigger things for me is, like, if I can help somebody else in any way, and this doesn't even mean just through music. If somebody else feels the things that I feel or understands the things that I understand, they don't understand exactly how they understand it, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe this can help somebody find their way. And that's basically all it's about for me. So, Jesus, I've rambled for 10 minutes. I keep trying to talk about a topic. Alright, so energy transfers happen all the time. All around you, everywhere, everything is connected through this invisible spider web of existence, of this. We're all made of the same thing, matter. We're all made of atoms. We're all made of everything is made of atoms. Everything is made up of matter. We know this. But what makes me different from this table that's in front of me, what makes me different from this window, this lamp, what differentiates me from an inanimate object if we're all made of the same things? Now, oh, Jesus. People are going to hate me. You know, it's really hard to sit here and try and talk on one subject. So I'm just going to bounce to something else out of nowhere, because this is just who I am. And if you like this channel, you're going to hate it. At some point, you're going to hate me, and there's going to be a good reason for it. So I'm going to leave that subject alone. Energy transfer is something that I should have been more prepared. I should have wrote out, you know, at least a summary of what I wanted to talk about. I'm kind of just winging it. Great, first video already admitting I have no plans or a very good, you know, notion of, what do I want to talk about? I'm just rambling. Oh, geez. So I'm gonna talk about something that's gonna get me hated by everyone, and that's my religious beliefs. Yes, we're gonna go there. We're gonna go real deep into here. This is gonna be a great conversation between me and a computer screen. I'm gonna love it. So anyway, back to the thing that I think, therefore I am. When you think something, when you put your faith or your energy, your what's a good word for it? When you focus on something so much, like let's say you're Catholic, you're Roman Catholic, so you're focusing on the fact that you're Roman Catholic, you're devoting your time and energy and your life to God, and you're pouring energy, your faith into that, and that is you giving power to it. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing as, like, if you know a demon's name, if you say a demon's name, it gives it power, type deal. And I don't know exactly where that statement comes from. I'm not sure if that's actually something that was said by a religious figure, or if that was just like a horror movie thing. I don't know. I'm using it as an example. We'll just leave it at that. But if you're pouring energy into something, if you're going to put your faith into something and focus on that, and devote things, and devote your time and energy to that, you're transferring energy to this idea, right? Because all of this is an idea. We don't have a definitive, this is real, because who has died, went to heaven, and then came back to tell us all that heaven existed. Everybody's going to scream at me, Jesus? Now, that's your opinion, that's your beliefs, cool. Have your beliefs. Let me have mine, I'll let you have yours. This is all completely open, you know. I have an open mind. If you are a Roman Catholic, if you're Protestant, if you're Satanist, if you're Buddhist, Muslim, Hindu, I don't care what you are. We're all human beings. I don't care. I cut your wrist, I cut my wrist, we both bleed the same color, let's leave it at that. No hatred here, this is all, you know, a safe zone, we'll say. Comment section is reserved for the assholes. Just kidding, please don't attack me. But you're putting your faith into this idea, right? So under the assumption that I think, therefore I am makes sense, because you're transferring energy to it, therefore you're putting power to it, you are giving it energy to work with, to manipulate on its own. You have half the world worshipping, you know, Christianity. They're Christians, you know, or Catholics, or as some sort of godly religion, we'll say, the Holy Bible. Yeah, sure. You have that you're putting all of your energy into, and millions of other people are also doing the same thing. Under the assumption that I think, therefore I am applies, whatever religion you choose to believe in, it doesn't matter, you're creating it. That's what you're doing. You're putting your faith into it. You're manifesting this. And that's what you're doing. So if we think about how many people really believe in a religion and really put their faith in their time and their own being into a religion, you know, like, we're all manifesting what we want. We're all manifesting our own beliefs because we're putting that much energy into it. So everything exists at the same point in time, you know. Everything exists. Christianity, Satanism, Hinduism, Muslim, the Muslim religion, and every other religion on the planet. It exists, and you want to know why it exists, because we will it into existence. You're putting your faith and energy and time into it. Therefore, you are putting energy into it that is going to manifest at some point into something. Fuck it. Aliens. People believe in aliens out the fucking ass right now. Do you know? Okay. So, if we're looking at that, obviously, even if aliens didn't exist, what if they do now because of us? You know, what if, you know... Jesus, this is a lot of what ifs. It's gonna start sounding like a sci-fi special. But aside from the sci-fi special, everything exists. Everything is real. Everything is correct. But here's the thing: it's only correct in that aspect. And looking at that one spectrum, that one point on the plot of the bigger picture. You know, like, okay, so Christianity, yes, it exists. Satanism obviously exists. Everything exists. Well, what does that make us? We're just kind of caught in the middle of this sea of everything. Where are we compared to all of this? You know, if all of this exists, where is it? Is it in this universe? Is it in this galaxy? Is it in a different galaxy? Where is it? Where are these things? What is the transfer of the soul? You know, when you die, and by a lot of religions, when you die, your soul comes out of your body and leaves and goes somewhere else, whether it be heaven, hell, nirvana, whatever you want to believe in, right? Okay, so how does your soul come out of your body and go somewhere? Where does it go? You know, where are these physical places? Are they physical places? Are they on a different plane of existence? Are they different, multi-dimensional? Is there, you know, a multiverse idea? What is this? Are we in a simulation? Who gives a fuck? Like, whatever you want to believe in, dude, everything is correct, because you're putting that energy into it. If you're going to manifest something, then you're going to manifest it, and it's going to become real in some place at some time in some way. So, the argument of religion... The argument of religion makes no sense to me, because we're all human, we're all manifesting our own religious beliefs in our own right, so who are you to say somebody shouldn't believe in something, because the fact that they're believing in it is making it real. And let's say I'm insane, let's say for some reason that I don't know what I'm talking about, and that's very possible. Everything is possible. Anything is possible. There's no impossibilities. Nothing is physically or at all impossible. It's possible somewhere, in some way. So, jeez, this is almost 20 minutes long already. Jeez. Alright. But that's why I don't understand the argument of religion. Because with the argument of religion, there's everything else. You know, like with... It's like the argument of racism to me. You know, for me, the argument of racism is like, okay, well, does this pit bull hate this Rottweiler because this Rottweiler is a Rottweiler? That doesn't make sense, right? Why? Because they're both dogs, right? So why would a dog hate another dog because it's a different breed, right? Well, why would a human hate another human because it's a different breed? Because that's all coloration is on skin. You're a different breed. So, if we apply that to religion... We're all human. We're all manifesting our own beliefs. Who are we to say that somebody's wrong? Who are we to say that anything's wrong? Who are we to say that anything's right? Maybe the atheists are right. Maybe nothing happens after this. Who fucking knows, dude? None of us have been there. None of us have died and come back and been able to tell. I have friends who have. Maybe I'll have them on the show at some point. That'd be kind of cool. Having guests. I don't know why I'm thinking about that on episode 1, but we'll see where it goes. But I've been talking everybody's ear off for 20 minutes now, so I'm gonna try and wrap this up. But thank you guys for whoever decides to watch this. Thank you for hey Moon, I saw my cat. Thank you for listening to me rant. I don't know how frequently I'm gonna be uploading. I'm gonna try and make this quite a regular event. I'm gonna kind of see how this video goes over and what people really think about it, and if it gets, you know, any traction. Hopefully it will. That would be nice. If not, better luck next time. But I think I've rambled enough for one night. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. I should probably get to bed because I have to work tomorrow. I had a lot going on in my head, and this is a therapy session for me because it gets me to sit down and talk, and it gets me to get a lot of the things that are up in my head out and into the world. And honestly, with a lot of the things that I research and do, it's a good thing for me to be able to release it. But yeah, hopefully you guys have a great day, night, evening, wherever you're at. Wherever you're watching from, thank you again for watching. Hopefully I'll see you guys around. If you like it, subscribe, hit the like button, smash that motherfucking like button, you know what I'm saying? Just yeah, come on, just help me out. I don't honestly care if you don't like this video. Hit dislike. I honestly want you guys to dislike the shit out of this video. Alright, that'll be great. Leave a comment if you have any questions, or if you have anything that you want to talk about, or that you think I should talk about or look into. I'm always open to other people's suggestions to look into things. If you ever think that I'm citing anything wrong, definitely let me know so that I can update my knowledge bank, because obviously nobody's perfect, nobody knows everything. If you have any input to give, that's much appreciated, and I'll add it to the mental library up here. All right, so have a great night, guys. Stay cozy, stay beautiful, be you, don't let anybody change you. Have a great night, guys. Peace.